You're familiar with semen retention, obviously.
Explain it to me.
So, just the whole process of holding on to your essence, Did you do that a lot before your fights?
Yes. Not because I thought it helped me, it's because other great fighters did it, and I wanted to be able to be like them. If they can do it and that made them great, I had to do that too.
How do you feel like it affected your life?
It didn't affect me. It's not this is what I found out from the old trainers. The old trainers didn't mind if you got some pussy, but they didn't want you chasing pussy. They didn't want you all night fucking chasing pussy. Now you gotta come running in the morning, you've been hanging out all night, you get an hour to sleep to go run. Right. That's what you can get some pussy, don't abuse it,
you're so right,
but just don't chase it.
I tried semen retention for 30 days and it might have changed my life because it allegedly increases your testosterone, energy, and focus. Day one was pretty easy because I just spent most of the time distracting myself with a cappella rehearsal and playing basketball.
Only 29 days left. How hard could it be, honestly?
But day 7 is where this challenge got really difficult.
I just feel like irritated. I'm just pissed for no reason.
So I took out my frustration in the gym. Day 14, my girlfriend just decided to visit me.
Let's see if I have self-control. Say the fuck back! So you think I can do this challenge?
And to make sure I don't lose the challenge, we decided to sleep in different beds.
I was this close to failing the challenge, but I didn't. Because it's all about discipline. I think the challenge is working. Because it's just a habit at this point, and it's learning how to break these addictive habits.
For the past few days, I've just felt a surge of energy. I look and feel great. This is the best I'm ever doing at school. And I think it's because of this challenge. It taught me how to control my mind and to learn about discipline.
My friends, welcome to the Sheep Get Sheared podcast. We're here, we talk about people, politics, and popular culture. I'm your host, the one and only Austin Creed. My friends, today we're talking about, we're revisiting an old topic that I did earlier on in the series of shows that I've done on the internet. But let me tell you something. The second video that I played at the beginning of the show it's something that more men are coming to realize than just that one guy. When I tell you that the world is changing all around us, I don't do it for effect. I do it to keep you aware and to try to wake you up to the world you're actually living in versus the one you're told you're living in. Now, my friends, I want to tell you about sexual discipline again. We're revisiting this topic, but it's going to save your life, and I'm going to explain to you why I would say that. So, without further ado, let me pull this up for you real fast. My friends, look at this statistic real quick. Births to unmarried women. Alright, we're going to look at this today. It says the birth rate amongst unmarried women has increased since the 1980s. However, more recently, this increase is largely due to the rise in births to cohabitating mothers, rather than an increase in births to single, unpartnered mothers. In other words, men are waking up to understand that marriage is not great because of the laws that are in place and because the state is ruining it. So they were saying, you know what? I want to try something different. I'm going to try to live with my girl, but we're not going to get married. First of all, that's the worst of both worlds, let me tell you right now. Because of common law marriage and the fact that things just don't always work out the way you envision. But nonetheless, it's another symptom of working backwards, all right, or hustling backwards. It says, moreover, the demographic of unmarried births have changed over the past 40 years. Unmarried births to younger women, particularly teenagers, have declined, whereas births to older mothers, including first births, have increased. You can thank feminism for that. Women are waiting till 30 before they even go to find a man, and when they do find a man, they try to erase their past. Maybe they start going to church. Maybe they try to rebrand themselves. They try to recreate themselves, repackage the puss. And they want to get back out here in the dating market pretending like they weren't dropping their necks for Sugar Daddy and dropping their neck for Pookie and Ray Ray and Chad and Tyrone. And then they want to find a guy that's been grinding, who's been sacrificing to find his success and pretend and basically find him, get him to provide for her, so just in time where she can have a kid, divorce him, take half his stuff, and then take the kid as well using the abuse excuse. Now, if you think that I'm lying about what I just said, I wish I was. Quite frankly, I wish I was. Problem is, statistically speaking, I'm not lying, and I'm going to show you some of these statistics later on. But I wanted to show you this graph of birth rates from unmarried women by the ages of mothers from 2009 to 2019. Now, I would pull up ones that are more modern, but it takes them years and years to find this data and put it together. So let's look at this. Like I said, the rates that of younger women are going slightly down. However, the rates of older women, from the looks of it, more in the, like I said, 30s. And wow, look at that. Look at this. Ages 35 to 39 saw a pretty decent increase from about 30 to 40%. That's pretty good. That's pretty large. Let's go to the next here. I want to show you guys this. But wait, before we do that, I want to show you this. So this is according to divorcewizards.com. Shout out to them. Let's look at child support statistics, okay? For those of you who don't know what child support is what happens to men who get divorced, or maybe they were never married to begin with, but the man is essentially the co-parenting dynamic is what this comes down to. And a lot of women, not all women before the all police comes to my dang channel, but obviously a large amount of women, because the first statistic is 84% of child support providers are men. So obviously a large majority of ladies are coming out here and putting their man on the hook for cash. So child support is when either in the event of a divorce or the birth of a child out of wedlock, an old term, I know. But when that happens, the woman can then put the man on child support, which means that the man has to then pay her a certain amount of money that's determined by the family court. And then she then is able to get subsidies from Uncle Sam. Now, let's get through these statistics, shall we? First statistic, like I said, 84% of women, 84% of child support providers are men. 60% of child supporters provide for one child, 30% for two, and 10% support for three or more. Ugh. Who's that 10%? Who is part of this 10% who does not learn their lesson, not once, not twice, not even 3 times, possibly more? Who are these goofies with the 10%? Oh my gosh. Y'all are the Debbie daddies out here, huh? I know that gets thrown around like crazy, but there are some men out here who are actually giving all of us men a bad name. Alright, let's go to the next one. Almost 50% of people who make child support payments are younger than 40? Oh no. See, this is what I'm talking about. This right here. 50% of people, most of whom are men, are paying child support are under 40. What is going on, guys? Wait, hold on. Let me put out the full screen. Gentlemen, what in the world is going on here? You mean to tell me the prime earning years of a man is from his late 30s to like his mid 40s, even his 50s and beyond? And you're trying to tell me that 50%, let me put the statistic back up, 50% of people who make child support payments are younger than 40? They're not even in their prime earning years yet. And 50% of people, mostly whom are men, are paying child support already. Where is the discipline? Where is the sexual discipline? Where is the, I gotta control my pipe so I don't lay down a travesty for my future? What's going on, guys? This is ridiculous. Oh my, see, this is why I'm doing this show today. You want to sit here and tell me that this show is not necessary? That it's just here to bash women? False. This has nothing to do with women and everything to do with the men. Gentlemen, this is unacceptable. Why are you out here fornicating when you don't even have a house? You don't even have your own fort. You don't even have your own fortress to call your own. And yet you're out here fornicating and getting these girls pregnant. What are you doing? You wonder why you're not ahead in life, but you're doing exactly what Mike Tyson was talking about at the beginning of the show. You're out here chasing women. Out here chasing that V-sleeve out here in these streets. You're out here wanting to get that nice center cut, but you can't even get yourself out of bed to go and get money. What's going on? If my bank account was so low, I don't even understand if you don't have a certain amount of money, if you don't have at least $5K in the bank, I don't even understand how you can get your dick up. I can't believe this, man. This is unbelievable to me. I'd have erectile dysfunction if my bank account was that bad. Oh my goodness. Let's get back to the show. All right. Men pay a median of $3,600 annually to support their children, while women pay a median of $2,400 each year. Where's the equality? Answer. I think you can figure it out. Median income of a provider of child support, usually a man, is $42K. What? Gentlemen, again, what is this? The median income of a provider of child support, 84% of whom we just established are men, only making $42K? Hold on a minute. Hold on. Pause it. National average annual salary nationwide is almost $60,000. And yet, according to this, the median income of a guy on child support is $42K. You're below the national average by over $10,000, and you're out here having kids in these streets. This is what I'm talking about. This is why men are failing to launch, because they launch themselves from the nest into the wall. It's unbelievable to me. This is the problem. Let's keep going. 76% of the child support payments are due to court order or a child support agreement. In other words, for those of you who don't know, child support in the family court is not part of the judicial branch in the United States of America. It is under the executive branch of the government. What does that mean? It means that it's a kangaroo court with no actual power. They're not actual judges. They're not actual judges like you would see in a local, county, state, or federal court. They're not even under the Supreme Court of the United States. They're part of the executive branch of the United States government. What does that mean? It means that largely the whole thing is a giant scheme. They're a mafia almost. That's my point. They're almost a mafia, just out to get your money. That's why they order you to pay, because they take a cut of it. Don't you understand that? They're essentially the new pimps. Back in the day, the pimp would make you pay if you went out with if you hired an escort. Now, if you have a child and she wants to walk away, the new pimp is Uncle Sam. And he says, oh, no. You paying up, you goofy. Yeah, you paying up, sucker. Let's keep going. 38% of child support providers, again, 84% of whom we just established are men, are responsible for health insurance, medical bills, and other healthcare costs. So let's put aside the fact that they're already paying on average. Let's go back again. They're paying $36,000 annually to support the children. They're also paying for the child's health insurance, medical bills, and associated costs. In other words, their dental care, braces, any health problems that come up. Oh yeah, you paying for all of it, most likely. 38% they're paying for it. Let's keep going. 17% of child support agreements make no provision for health care of children. Again, this is because you're broke. Again, let's go back to earlier. The median income of a provider of child support is $42K. Let's go back to this. National average is $59,428. So if the average is $59K and the median of child support providers are $42K, it's no surprise that 17% actually help with the health insurance. Now again, this is not 100% to blame men. It's not. Because I guarantee you 84%, these 84% of child support providers that are men did not sign up for this crap. They'd rather be married or at least be in a mutual 50-50 custody situation with their ex to help support their kids. They didn't say, oh yes, please put me on child support so I can pay all this money. I guarantee you nobody did that crap. Now, the most common ways of collecting child support. Oh boy, this should be good. Wage withholdings. Oh god. In other words, they steal it from your W-2. If you work a W-2 job, you're stuck. This is what this is. Direct payments to the parent. In other words, they make you pay up. Direct payments to child support agency. Oh yes. In other words, they still steal. They're just stealing the money. Look at it. This is what this is. They're just taking it from you goofies who are W-2 workers who they'll just take all your money. You'll get a call from Karen at HR and she'll sit down and tell you, so yes, Mr. Anderson, I see that you now have child support payments because we got contacted by the child support agency and they're going to take a certain amount of your paycheck now, and they just do it. Or if you try to change your job thinking you're going to get away from it, nope, you'll get a letter from the child support agency saying, we noticed you changed jobs. You're stuck. You think you're going to get out of this? Nope. This is why, my friends, look, this is why I tell you, you got to protect your seed. You got to not, look, let's go back to this again. I keep hammering this, but I want you to hear me. 50% of people who pay for child support, 84% are men, are younger than 40. Younger than 40 years old. They're still trying to build themselves up, and yet they have the nerve to go out here and get some girl pregnant. Have some discipline. Have some discipline in your life. You wonder why you're not ahead in life? Because you're not using a head. You're using the wrong one to think. You're not using the big one. You're using the small one. We as men need to stop thinking with what's between our legs and start thinking with what's between our ears. I can't take this anymore. What is it with us as men? What has happened to us? Are we so weak that we can't look at it? We cannot. For example, if you looked at the thumbnail on this video, I purposely put a thirst trap in there. You want to know why? Because that's what we see every day of our lives. And yet, we seem to not have the discipline to say no. Yeah, they shouldn't be dressing like hoes. Yeah, they shouldn't. But guess what? You can't control that. We don't live in countries. If you live in a country where that happens, different story. If you live in America or in most Western countries, you can't go up to the woman and say, hi, can you please put a shawl on or like a potato sack or something so my dick don't get hard? No, you can't say that. No, you gotta say, you know what? Yeah, she looks good. I'm not blind. But I'm not gonna be this goofy and be like, yeah, man, I've been doing this and I'm gonna give it the zing zang and the bobbity bibbity and I'm gonna get No! Gentlemen, what is going on? This is the problem. This is exactly why I'm doing this show today. I can't take it. I'm sick and tired of watching men fail who have great potential and they fail, they flop. I don't like seeing it. I don't want you to be one of these guys. And don't listen to the garbage that people will probably say in the comment section about how I'm lying, how I'm bitter, how I'm hurt, and all this stuff. And what else you got? Refute anything. Let's go back. Look at these numbers right here. Can you refute any of these statistics, please? Please, in the comments, I would love for you to bring up a good source that can refute anything that I just said. That is right here in these statistics. Because, my friends, you need to look out for yourself and guard your seed, guard your attention, your time. These things are valuable. They help produce money, which gives you freedom. If you want freedom, it comes at a price. This is one of the prices you're going to pay. My friends, I think I've said enough. If you have any thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, please leave them in the comment section below if you're watching on YouTube or on Rumble, or if you're listening on the audio podcast. You can head on over to either other platform, or you can go over to my Twitter page, @SheepGetSheared, where I'm going to post more about this in the coming days, months, and years to come. But my friends, please support the channel by going over to and following the Twitter page. It'll help me reach more people with this message that needs to be heard, because not enough people are talking about it. My friends, God bless you. God bless your family, and God bless America. We're out of here. Peace.